This is the S&P 500 one-day reading for March 21st, 2023. It's currently February 3rd, 2023, 9:27 p.m. Eastern Time. The overall theme and behavior for the day, there's a rally that offers an opportunity to open up a short position here. Behavior around the high, and it's a significant trade opportunity here on a multi-day scale. Behavior around the high, we decline out of the high, breaking down through a support level that we recently broke down through once before, and that's a key support level on the scale of a one day. And then behavior around the low, there's going to be a very strong resistance level that we bump up against several times when we're near the low, and we should probably hit the low after bumping up against that resistance at some point. You know, like when we're coming back down off of a bump. So this is very interesting here. A couple things. So we have the success card as the sneak preview for the 21st. That's relevant because when we look at the 21st, there's a trade opportunity involving success. And then there's a high that, like a local high for the day there, that we have a like sideways fluctuating decline out of, but that decline precedes a rally. And it looks like we kind of have that sort of thing going on here. So we have like this decline early in the day. We open higher, we open at like above a resistance level. Like we're using resistance, what was resistance as support when we opened in the pre-market, but we decline from near overbought territory on RSI. There's a crest that we're at, and we sell off from that in the pre-market into the open. There's a notable decline around the open. There's actually quite a bit going on around the open. So we sell off into the open, and then there's a move higher, like probably right around the open, which offers an opportunity to open up a short position. However, I feel like I'd wait till later in the day to actually do it, but it is one of the opportunities. And then we decline from there through multiple support levels. That downward trend ends around 10 o'clock at the bottom of a range. Likely that range is like. So what I'm starting to sense, to notice about the oppression card is that the range that it indicates on a one day, in a lot of cases, it's a range that's significant on a greater scale than just the one day. So it's not like we're bound within a range per se, within like the upper and bottom end of a range in just this hour, but we meet one end of a range that's important on a multi-day scale, basically. And so we meet the bottom of a range here. There's a trade opportunity when we move from that decline into 10 o'clock, bottom of a range. There's a notable move to the upside, and we bump up against resistance, key resistance again on a scale of at least a one day, but probably a multi-day. It's a big move. And we break between like 11 and 12, we break through a resistance level, we stay above it briefly, and then we break back down through that same price level with a full retracement of the move that higher. We retrace all the way back down to where that move higher started. And this is where there's really this opportunity midday in the midst of this rally. There's a breakout on the scale of at least a one-day chart to stand out, and there's a trade opportunity in the midst of that as well. So looks like more than a couple of trade opportunities in here. So you could open up a short position in the midst of a move to the upside right around the open. You could close that short position at the bottom of a range here around 10 and open up a long position, and then close that long position, looks like midday, when we have a breakout. So probably what happens is we move through this resistance level here. We stay above it briefly, then we break back down, and then we rally and we break out through it. And that's when we may even like fill a previous gap down somewhere right around here, between like 1 and 2 o'clock possibly. But this is the move here at the end of the day. There's a move to the upside that you could consider the success card. There's a move to the upside first, like out of the open, out of the decline in the open, there's a move to the upside. And then again, at the end of the day, this is kind of like success as well, because we break out and then we move to key resistance, and that resistance level, I think we probably we established it as new support as we end in like the end of the day with 3 crisscrosses back and forth through that same price level. The third cross towards the close, we confirm a bullish trend, and then there's a big move to the upside in the post market with the trade opportunity probably right at the close. So a lot of trade opportunities on the 21st, that's for sure. And then it looks like we open higher. But there's a full retracement of the move to the upside. There's a full retracement of that move. So we open higher, but we may... Let me see. Yeah, it looks like we decline early in the morning. Hey, no barking. And that's the S&P 500 for March 21st, 2023. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Most importantly, my friends, make sure that you follow that rule of karma. It's super important if you plan to continue profiting from this information. The universe will not have people profiting from this information who are not giving back to the universe, who are not paying it forward, doing good deeds with some of this money. It's okay to keep most of it and do what you will with most of it. You earned it, right? But make sure that you're doing goodwill with it, that you're not doing bad will with it, because if you're doing bad will with it, I guarantee you end up losing money trying to use this information. This is blessed information. Blessed information for blessed people. I call them my angel investors. So that 5% that you send back, guys, when you make that profit, send it to PayPal, Cash App right here on our resources tab. Much appreciated to all of those that I see. We're going to do a shout out at the end of the month like we did for January. We started doing it, so we're going to do a shout out at the end of February for all of the people following the rule of karma. We're calling them angel investors. I might even be able to get a t-shirt out to like the top person. I'm not sure about that just yet. We'll see how that goes, but eventually that's on the agenda. I'll see you guys on the next one.